spam.
At what range?
Shoot this son of a bitch. Let's see if we can have...
Think you know everything about Top Gun? Think again. Did you know that the U.S. Navy set up recruitment booths outside theaters and saw a 500% increase in applications? Or that Tom Cruise threw up in a real F-14 a staggering 27 times before getting his air legs? From the $8 million the Navy charged for jet fuel to the tragic death that changed the entire ending, we're about to take you into the danger zone of Hollywood's most influential military movie. Stay tuned until the end for a chilling bonus fact that remained classified for 3 decades. Fact 1. The real Top Gun price tag. The U.S. Navy's involvement in Top Gun went far beyond just lending a few planes. They charged Paramount Pictures exactly $8,347 per hour for F-14 flight time, amounting to a stunning $886,000 in jet fuel alone. The production team had to sign an unprecedented 48-page contract that included a clause allowing the Pentagon to completely shut down filming if any classified technology was accidentally captured on camera. In fact, 2 entire days of footage were confiscated and destroyed because an F-14's radar screen was visible in the background. The final military bill came to $1.8 million, but the Navy considered it a bargain after recruiting numbers skyrocketed. Fact 2. The tragic loss that changed everything. Art Skoll, the legendary stunt pilot hired to capture real aerial footage, tragically lost his life during filming when his camera plane failed to recover from an inverted spin and crashed into the Pacific Ocean. This devastating loss led to a complete overhaul of the film's ending, which originally featured a much more aggressive aerial sequence. The production team spent 38 days reshooting and re-editing the finale, costing an additional $2.3 million. The film's famous dedication to Art Skoll carried extra weight. His innovative camera techniques revolutionized how aerial sequences would be filmed for decades to come. Fact 3. The secret Pentagon edit. Few people know that the Pentagon demanded 36 specific script changes before allowing the Navy's participation. The most significant? Maverick's original character was written as a rebel who goes AWOL and flies his F-14 to Cuba. The military insisted this plot point be removed, fearing it might inspire real pilots to defect. Similarly, the famous volleyball scene wasn't just eye candy. It was specifically requested by Navy advisors to demonstrate the importance of physical fitness in naval aviation. Each change was carefully negotiated, with some discussions lasting into the early hours of the morning. Fact 4. The Aviator syndrome. The film's release led to a documented psychological phenomenon dubbed the Maverick effect by military psychiatrists. Between 1986 and 1989, over 7,800 Navy pilots reported increased risk-taking behavior directly inspired by the movie. This led to the implementation of mandatory reality check briefings for new recruits. More surprisingly, civilian aviation schools saw a 43% increase in applications, with many applicants specifically citing the movie as their inspiration. Several flight schools even had to create special protocols to handle students attempting to recreate movie maneuvers. Fact 5. The missing romance Kelly McGillis and Tom Cruise's famous love scene was actually shot months after principal photography wrapped, and not for the reason you might think. The original script featured a completely different romance subplot involving Maverick and a female pilot. However, in 1985, the Navy still prohibited women from flying combat aircraft. The Pentagon insisted this plotline be removed to maintain accuracy, leading to a rushed rewrite and the creation of Charlie's civilian instructor character. The original footage, featuring actress Julianne Phillips, remains in Paramount's vault. Fact 6. The top-secret technology. Several scenes had to be extensively edited because they accidentally captured classified military technology. The most notable? A sequence showing the F-14's actual radar display was completely digitally altered, costing $768,000 in 1986 dollars. More intriguingly, 3 background shots contained what the Navy called security-sensitive items that weren't declassified until 2008, including a prototype helmet targeting system that wouldn't be publicly revealed for another decade. Some scenes were filmed using deliberately outdated equipment to protect military secrets. Fact 7. The method flying madness. Tom Cruise's commitment to authenticity led to some extreme measures. He completed 47 actual flight hours in F-14 simulators before filming began. During real flights, he vomited so frequently that the crew nicknamed him Spew Cruise. But his dedication paid off. He became the first actor in history to perform actual carrier takeoffs and landings while cameras were rolling. The insurance company nearly shut down production when they discovered this, leading to a complex legal battle that was only resolved when the Navy certified Cruise as technically qualified for basic carrier operations. Fact 8. The Soviet connection. In a twist of Cold War irony, Soviet intelligence agents attended the film's premiere in multiple countries, believing it contained actual U.S. Navy combat tactics. They compiled a 451-page report analyzing every flight sequence. Years later, declassified documents revealed that the USSR modified their pilot training program based on maneuvers shown in the movie. Even more surprisingly, they concluded that certain sequences were deliberately misleading, designed to make Soviet pilots overconfident, a theory that still circulates in military aviation circles. Fact 9. The sound conspiracy. The iconic engine sounds of the F-14s aren't actually F-14s at all. Sound engineers couldn't use real jet audio because it distorted the dialogue. Instead, they created a mix using modified Tiger roars, processed through 3 synthesizers, combined with the slowed-down sound of industrial fans. This technique was so successful that some actual F-14 pilots reported the movie sounds more realistic than the real thing. The sound team spent 1,167 hours creating just 11 minutes of jet noise. Fact 10. The height of authenticity. The famous bar scenes required mathematical precision to maintain authenticity. Because Tom Cruise stands at 5 feet 7 inches and most Navy pilots average 5 feet 11 inches, the production team built raised platforms under Cruise's boots in every standing scene. These platforms had to be carefully hidden and varied in height depending on his scene partners. The bar set itself was built at 90% scale to make everyone appear slightly larger. This effort to maintain proper military bearing cost an extra $87,000 in special sets and camera angles. Fact 11. The need for incorrect speed. The film's iconic speed checks contain a deliberate error that aviation buffs have debated for decades. When Maverick reports Mach 2, the actual speed shown on his instrument panel indicates Mach 1.78. This wasn't a mistake. Navy technical advisors insisted on the discrepancy to prevent the film from revealing the F-14's true maximum speed capabilities. Similarly, certain cockpit instruments were deliberately obscured or showed incorrect readings throughout the movie's flight sequences to protect classified performance data. Fact 12. The $1 Million Sunset. The famous sunset scene between Maverick and Charlie on the beach cost an astronomical $79,000 per second to film. Director Tony Scott insisted on using a specific type of film stock that would capture the perfect golden light, but it required the scene to be shot within a 2-minute window each day. The crew attempted the shot 17 times over 3 weeks before Scott was satisfied, leading Paramount executives to nickname it the Golden Money Pit. The technique, however, revolutionized how Hollywood filmed magic hour scenes and is still studied in film schools today. Bonus fact: the ghost in the machine. During the climactic dogfight sequence, radar operators at Naval Air Station Miramar detected an unexplained aircraft shadowing the film crew's F-14S. Military records declassified in 2017 confirm that no other aircraft were authorized in the area, and the mystery contact demonstrated flight capabilities beyond any known aircraft of the era. The incident was serious enough that the Pentagon launched a classified investigation, the results of which remain redacted. Some of the radar operators that day insist that whatever they tracked was definitely not from around here. That's a wrap, aviators. If these top-secret facts got your engines running, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more incredible movie revelations. What's your favorite Top Gun moment? Let us know in the comments below.